يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن جودنا لهم الغالبون وعلم كما لم تكونوا تعلم وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. الحمد لله رب العالمين. We are still discussing about the way people should not follow the footprints of Shaitan, and Almighty Allah has equally told us not to forget to follow His path. That following His path will make you to attain or obtain paradise. But going the path of Shaitan will not attain paradise. That is what He said. That is why Almighty Allah has said it that we need to understand better that most of those stories we are looking at, some of them are Israeliya. Some of the stories, although some of them may be not too in line, but some people try to interject that to our discussion in recitation. That is exactly what was happening. Because some people, for example, he said most of all those things are called Israeliyat Kasiro. They are in very many of Israeliyat. What the story they met on the ground, and they are in line with them. Some of the words are words that they included, and they are not in the words of Sahaba. They are there. And they are getting from the old books, some of them. It was Wallahu A'lamu. It's Almighty Allah that knows best. It's Almighty Allah that knows everything best. So on. We had already make ourselves to understand that an Ibn Abbas, he said, Kana Iblisu kabela an yarkabu ma'asiyata min al-malaika ismuhu Azazilu. Malaika, before he began to ride this arrogancy, his name was known as Azazil. Wakana misukani al-ardu. He was on this earth. Wakana min ashadil malaikati ishtihada. He was a very serious-minded person. Wakatharuhum ulam ilima. He has very many knowledge. Azalika, because he has knowledge, Daharu ila kiberi, that pushed him to become what? To be arrogant, to be pompous. He was not very pompous. And that was why he was named Jinnah. His name they gave to him is Jinnah. And he is the father of Jinnah. He is like the way Adams is known as father of Nas. That is the way he is known as what? Jinnah. That is what Almighty Allah made us to understand. about Adams and Idris. Almighty Allah, having commanded to obey, to ijna, to greet him in a very honored way, he asked the angel to do that. But the angel refused to do that. Then Prophet Muhammad said that it is not ideal because someone asked him a question. The man, somebody called Muaz, said, "Condemn to Sham." He went to Sham. When he went to Sham, he saw, what did he see? He saw that the people there, they were, yes, Juduna, they as Kafat home, those they are high chiefs, and were ulama, and those they are scholars, they were bending down for them, greeting them. Then he now asked question. He now said, Afa Anta, you, Ya Rasulallah, is it ideal for you to be honored? Somebody who prostrate, put his head on the ground for you? He said, no, don't greet me, put your head on the ground. No. Lao kuntu amiro bashara. If I had wanted to command a mortar, and yes, Judah the bashari to bow for another mortar, I would have asked woman, I am married to the Imurata, and Judah the Zawjia.
Allahu Akbar.
I would have asked the woman to come and bow for the husband. May as well me. Aki Aliyah, because of the responsibility is so great, so enormous of that woman on that man. Because that woman, the man equally, the responsibility of that man on that woman is much. The reason being that a woman has to maintain the house, wash clothes, do domestic chores, so on and so forth. When a woman reneges or the woman refuses to do that, it is against what Almighty Allah said. That is why He's making us to understand here that nobody, the first person that they said they should bow for was Adam.
Alayhi salatu wassalam.
Ikirama wa izwama wa itirama wa salama. That was the reason. Ikirama, to honor him, to make him to be great, to respect him, and what? Wa salama, to greet him. That was the reason. Wa ta'atu lillahi azza wa jalla. It is obeyed because of Almighty Allah. Li'annaha imtisalu li amrihi ta'ala, is for them to follow the commandment of Almighty Allah. That is what Almighty Allah is saying. Other people are equally of the opinion that no one should bow down for another. But Almighty Allah made it so clear that the kind of bow down we are saying is not for you to come and be greeting people. But what we wanted you to do is for you to honor Adams for having passed exam. It is equally being done today. When someone passes exam, even the parents will want to kill cow because the child passes exam. Isn't that an honor? Of course it is an honor. It is an honor. That is exactly what he was saying. According to the law of Shafi, for the work of devil that we are seeing today, you see, everyone wants to be a magician. Everyone wants to make money overnight. He said, إذا رأيت رجلا يمشي على الماء, when you see a man walking on river, ويطير في الهواء, is flying like birds, فلا تغتروا به, do not be deceived. Do not حتى تغردوا أمره على كتاب وسنة, except that is deed is being shown in the Quran, the book of Almighty Allah, and in the Sunnah. Where is it written that a man should be on top of water like a canoe moving, or a man should be flying? Is it written in any book? We're beginning to look at that. Another discussion arose that it was the Malaika in the earth that were enjoined to bow for Adams, while some other school of thought said no, they do not subscribe to that it was all the Malaika, both the ones in the heavens, both the ones in the earth. Those are the ones they asked to what? To bow for Adams. That is what this Quran is telling us. When he has done everything that is required of him, and he passed. For Almighty Allah to compensate him, what did he not say? وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ أَسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ جَنَّةً.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها رغدا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه شجرة فتكونا من الظالمين.
Almighty Allah said, يقول الله تعالى إخبار عما أكرم به آدم. Almighty Allah was saying here, giving an information of how he gave honor to Adam. بعد أن أمر ملائكة بسجود, after he has asked the angels to bow low for Adam. فَسَجَدُوا إِلَى إِبْلِيسَ. All of them, they are prostrate. All of them, they are bow. But what happened? Iblis, Azazil, said, no, I will not subscribe. I will not subscribe to bow down. The reason being that soul is very weak. I am what? Stronger. I am fire. He is what? Clay. He is sand. How can you expect me to go and worship, to bow before sand? He was Anahu Abahahu Janata Yaskun Milia Aisu Yasha. He was given the authority to be in the Jannah. He should sit anywhere he wants to go, let him go there. وَيَأْكُلُ مِنْهَا مَا شَاءَ رَغَدًا. He should eat whatever he wishes, he should eat in abundance. Ani wasi'am toyibam. He should, with every convenience, comfortable, spacious, and good, everything like that. Almighty Allah he has given that responsibility to Adams. And Abi Zari called Qultu ya Rasulallah
sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam.
He said to Prophet Muhammad
sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam,
Arroita Adama Anbiya Kana. Is it Adam? Is he a prophet? Or is not a prophet? Qala na'am nabiyyan rasula. He is a prophet, he is a messenger. Yukallimuhum Allahu qabila. Almighty Allah was talking to the Yani, and Iyana was talking to him. Almighty Allah face to face. Faqala askun anta wa zawjuka al-jannah. He told him, go and relax, go to the Jannah, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. That was the reason Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, when he met with him, he said, Anta Adam, are you the Adam that Almighty Allah created with his bare hands? Were you the same Adam that Almighty Allah commanded the Malaika, what it Iblis, which Azazi, Yani Al-Haris, to bow before? But you disappointed. What made you to come and remove us from that blessings? It is this same Adam that Almighty Allah was talking about. These Adams that, if not for the fact of being deceived by what the angel did, that is the belief, what he did, all of us would have still been in Jannah. And Iblis, because he wanted to go to heaven, he couldn't go to heaven. What did he do? He has to enter inside the tummy or the mouth of snake. He became an animal, like a snake. He was able to enter the paradise. It was when he was there that he was now what? Ploying. He was scheming that as long as me is because of you, I was thrown out of this Jannah, you will go out of this Jannah. He started with his trick. He was walking. He was walking. Yeah. After that, that is when Almighty Allah warned Adam and his wife. Because at that particular point in time, when Adam was in paradise, he was feeling lonely. No one to chat with, no one to talk with, no one to play with. He asked Almighty Allah, I am feeling lonely. I will need someone to be chatting with. I will need someone to be playing with. From there, when he had a little sleep, what happened? Almighty Allah removed the ribs from the left-hand side to create a woman, a comforter. That is Hawa that will comfort him. Before he could what? Get up from his sleep. What happened? He met a woman sitting beside him. You never know what to do. That is your company. That is what? Your company. He is going to be with you. That is why many of us do not understand that if you go to that rib that was used to create woman is bent. Woman is bent. The senses of woman, they are bent. Woman cannot reason as a man. A woman, in any attempt for you to try to straighten what? That bent bone, that rib, it will get what? Broken. Once it is broken, marriage has what? Ended. You don't doubt Almighty Allah. He has said, woman, dangerous. Therefore, Iblis, Shaitan, said, I will use woman to betray, to deceive someone. But at times, the devil said, the language of a woman, he does not understand it. That there is a thing a woman will do, there is a sound a woman will make. When a woman makes that sound, if the Shaitan that used that woman as a target, he will miss the target. Sometimes you may ask, Shaitan may ask a woman to go and deceive a man. When the woman gets there, he won't fall in love with the man. He will be the one to now connive to deceive what? The Iblis. They connive, they will deceive him. That is why the devil said, he was thinking that when he went to fight, he has conquered. But this generation, the devil was at that gym. The generation we are now, what happened? That when they went to chase all those people into the river, into what? Into sin, into trees, into mountain, into bushes, that this generation, they are more stubborn than them. How many places? How many places? So how many places can you know? Bloods are being shed everywhere. Go to Lagos, confraternity. People are being chased up and down. They are doing confraternity. We also ask men, Buccaneer. What are we not talking about in that we are saying? What are we not? What council? What are we not talking about? That is exactly what council. That is exactly what Almighty Allah made us to understand. That is what Almighty Allah made us to understand. So we must understand that Almighty Allah has powers. We must understand that Almighty Allah has power. So on and so on. That is exactly what we're saying. That Almighty Allah has made us to understand that there is nothing. What Almighty Allah has destined, nothing will make it not to work. It is very rare. Very, very rare. When Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, he went, he asked Almighty Allah that I need a good wife. Very good wife, unblemished. I need a woman of a blemish. A woman that is what? He doesn't have is impeccable behavior. The woman is free. That is what he said. When Almighty Allah kept him quiet, Almighty Allah did not talk. Almighty Allah did not tell him anything. At a particular point in time, he has to call Almighty Allah, asking Almighty Allah, I ask you to do me a favor. And up till now, you have not responded positively to my word, to my request. Almighty Allah said, I don't have your request. If I have your request, I would have responded. I would have responded to that. So on and so forth. That is what he said. That is what he said. That there is no good woman. I don't have good woman to give to you. I will let you know. Many of the women we have is almost the same. Almighty Allah will give you a little. But when the woman you said is good, then she will display. You will need to find out that nothing. So on and so forth. So on and so forth. That is exactly the way things are. At this particular junction, where we should still be praying to Almighty Allah to give us a good wife. Even if it is not 100%, above 50, 60%, 70% is a good wife. When you say you need 100%, you will never get 100%. With this generation we are, with this generation, the computer age generation, 21st century, a lot of things have gone bad. Innovations in everywhere, media, everywhere. Many things that are not supposed to be happening are things that are happening. What are we not talking about? May Almighty Allah guide us. May Almighty Allah remove devil from our house.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah remove devil from our house.
Amen.
Whatever we have put our hands into, may Almighty Allah grant us.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah not let us down.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah help us.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah help our fathers. May Almighty Allah help our children, both the females and the male. Those in school, may Almighty Allah help them.
Amen.
Even my mu'alims, the reciters with me here, may Almighty Allah give them more knowledge.
Amen.
The presenter, May Almighty Allah help you.
Amen.
وآخر دعوانا
أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على النبي الكريم
صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن